Happy Friday, everybody. Hi, long time no see. How's everybody doing? Oh, we got Matt and Brittany already up to bat tonight. Hello, welcome. I'm so glad y'all are coming and hanging out with me. Um, so normal wine and chat question, of course. What's everybody drinking on tonight? I know it's been a little bit since we've done one of these, and it was that post-con recouping stage, right? And then we've been super busy with Texas prep, so I figured it's time to come back and greet y'all again. Who do we have on? Oh, we got a lot of YouTubers on tonight. Look at this. Hey, Alex. If y'all don't know, I always point backwards on this thing. Alex actually now works for SME as well now. So everybody welcome Alex to the team. Alex has been doing a lot of really cool web work for us and research and development and just some really fun things. So I'm excited to introduce them to our team. And then, we got Kat on tonight. Hey, girl, hey. So, which one of y'all is Matt drinking the water and you're drinking the sweet tea, Brittany? Who's drinking what? Diet Dr. Pepper. Ooh, yummy. Oh, I didn't tell you all. I'm drinking Diet Coke tonight. Just Diet Coke. But it's yummy. Two guesses, Alex. Coffee and extra strong coffee. Did I get it right? Hello. Oh, yes. So if you're popping on here and I can't see your face and name, especially since we haven't done one of these in a hot minute, just click where you're watching this on Facebook. You're going to click facebook.com/StreamYard, and that's where you will go ahead and give them permission so I can see your lovely face and name. If you don't want to do that, no problem. If you would like me to know who's talking, you just pop your name at the end of your comments and I'll know. Oh, Matt's the sweet tea boy. Your water. Got it. Noted. Ding, ding, ding. I win. Yeah. Well, welcome everybody on tonight. So tonight I have just a couple things to talk about in relation to Texas and some of the other events and things that we've got going on for 2023, since 2022 is very quickly wrapping up. And I was going to go through that, but really it's an open session tonight. Please go ahead and let me know if you have any questions. And we'll just have a fun time here tonight. Oh, we got Melanie on tonight. Hey, Melanie. All right. Okay, so if y'all don't know, oh, that didn't pop down. There you go. If y'all don't know, what is going on with my things tonight? There you go. We have our next event, and the first one for 2023 is Texas So Magical Expo. So it is our full expo, and it will mimic what we've been doing in Florida for the past 4 years now. And it will have a ton of classes. I think the latest individual class count is 56. However, some of them become duplicates. And so I believe it'll be over 60 hands-on based classes. And then, of course, we've got presentations, demos, meetups, exchanges. There's a whole slew of really fun things for y'all to do. So we're working very hard to get all that out to y'all. I know several people have asked recently, when are the classes dropping? We are behind schedule, not gonna lie. The website issue that we had with the last class sign up kind of caused us to be a few months behind when it came to this round of class openings. Don't worry, Tennessee should be on track. We have a new system in place, so we're heavily beta testing it, making sure it's all lined up perfectly for y'all, and we don't have a similar issue happen again. And so all that's kind of in work. So I did have, and a post will be dropping here in about an hour on Facebook, and then we'll get it posted over onto Instagram. That's the other social media thing we have, don't we? We'll get it up on there as well. But we have some Texas class information dates for y'all. And again, because we are so close and we are behind the curve here, we are kind of speeding things up a little bit. So we're doing things a little out of normal. And I do apologize now, but this is kind of how we're doing it for this round. So I'll go ahead and share what that looks like. Ooh, who else do we have on tonight? We got Kristen. Hey, Kristen. We got Brittany. Oh, we got the whole whole slew of awesome folks on tonight. So hi, welcome. Isn't it weird? I'm used to watching y'all on lives. It's been a while. I miss seeing everybody's faces. Okay, I'll drop down this Texas thing here. Okay, so that you can see it here. This is what's going to release tonight. So y'all see this on Facebook and Instagram. But what we're going to do is next Tuesday, all the class information will drop. Again, all those individual classes will come out next Tuesday. I don't have an exact time, but it will drop on that Tuesday on December 13th. Oh, I apologize. A very large dog doesn't want me to be on live right now and is knocking my cart. And the next day, we're going to drop the class schedule. So you'll see all the times and the rooms. And then that way you can kind of figure out, what your first choices, what your second choices are. Remember, you have to have a class-based ticket in order to sign up. And those class-based tickets don't guarantee that you get every class that you want, nor does it guarantee how many classes you get. It just allows you to take as many seats as you can get into. I will say, majority of people who took a lot of classes this year did say they felt like they overloaded themselves. So I think most people said 2 classes a day is way more than enough, especially if they are the 3 or like 2 to 3 hour long classes, which is a good chunk of them. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're going through this. Don't overload yourself because there is a lot to see and do at any SME. Oh, we got Nova on. Hey, Shanova. And Roberta. Oh, and Danielle. Okay, I can't see everybody's names on tonight. I think most of the Facebook users, you just have to click that link at the top so I can see your names and your profile pics. Oh, Brittany, you have a live later on tonight? Oh, sweet. I was going to ask on Facebook if anybody was having lives this week because I really needed a body double. So I really need to know when y'all are doing lives now. But I'll watch yours later because, we got some work to do to get all this Texas information out. Okay. So once all the information is out, normally we give y'all about 2 weeks before we drop these class signups. However, we're getting really close, y'all. So in order for our teachers to make sure all the class kits are ready to go and they can get all those material orders in, we really have to get these signups done. And so VIP ticket holders, so those are the only ones that get to sign up very first. Those are going to drop on December 19th. I believe that's a Monday. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we will drop those and we will open those. VIP Plus will be the only ones allowed to sign up for a whole 24 hours until the following day on December 20th. That's when all other class-based ticket holders will be allowed to go and sign up for their classes. All right. If y'all have questions as I'm talking about this, please feel free to drop them in the comments and ask away, whatever it is. I think majority of y'all are teachers on here right now, although I see a couple of y'all. So yes, so we're going to have those signups on those dates. And before that comes out, before the signups are available, there will be a video like we had in the past about how the system's going to look, how you'll be able to go in, because it is a new system for signing up for classes. I believe it's a little bit more intuitive and easy to navigate through. It's very clear pictured. However, I know not everything is intuitive for everybody. Everybody learns differently. So I will have a video up that kind of walks you through, here's how you sign into your account. Here's how you go ahead and click your classes, pay for your kits, sign out, how to select multiple classes and all that fun stuff. So that's what I had for information for Texas class information. Is anybody have questions? There's a lot of classes too, y'all. I mean, and they're in almost every category. We kind of finally did it for Texas. We rounded out all these categories. I think there's an even number of bag making classes, and the bag making classes are both industrial and there's domestic. So depending on what you're interested in, I will say the domestic classes, due to the nature of the class and how many machines that Sunny Sewing Machine is sponsoring for that classroom, that is not a very large class. It's not like our domestic classes where we can put a lot more people in, especially when they bring their machines. So just keep that in mind. Those will be limited. Those are probably the ones that will sell out the first, or the quickest, I would say, maybe. And we have about an equal number of clothing / costuming based classes. We have general sewing classes that cover different accessories and headbands. We got a beanie one this time, really cute stuff. Then there's also quilting based classes that are unique, I will say. They're not your standard quilt based class. There's some that incorporate quilting in a very unique and fun way. So more information on all of those are coming out. And then, of course, we have our crafting based classes, and those are just a lot of fun. So you'll see all that coming out in its full entirety of how long those classes are going to be, any age restrictions, what the class kits will cost, what supplies you'll need to bring yourself. All that information will be built in there for you to view and check out to see if it's, something that you're really interested in trying out. I don't know who said they're sad about not coming to Texas, but yeah, you should come to Texas. Come hang out with us. Yes, Zeus does like U-Haul vans, Melody. He likes a lot of vehicles where he thinks that he's going to go for a ride too. He's a hoot. He is going to come to Texas with us, but he will not be at the Gaylord. He'll be offsite, but he'll be in the Texas vicinity. He'll come hang out with us. I have a strike due tonight, so yeah. Oh yeah. Doing strikes on a lives really pushes you. It's Donna. Hi, Donna. I'm bummed you can't make it too. To have a Zeus meetup, that would be hilarious. He should have his own meetup. He needs a little bit more training before we can bring him to Gaylord. They only allow service dogs, and he's not a service dog. He's more like a therapy dog. That's really what he is. All right. Do we have any questions at all on class information? I just want to make sure that, I'm covering that before I continue on. We want Zeus. Oh no, my poor dog. Okay, so that was Texas and the class information, but again, lots of variety there. We will still have a fashion show. We will still have the D-Stash Bash Room. The So Magical Lounge is still going to be there. The amount of vendors is amazing for our first time show out in Texas, and we actually have a wait list right now. So I'm super excited. Tickets are still, Matt and Brittany asked, are tickets still available for Texas? They sure are. If you just go onto our website, you can check them out there. I can actually show you real quick. If I just switch over my screen sharing capabilities here. So if you head over on to our website, you can go to buy tickets and you can click here and you can see the different ticket types. So right now we've got Texas, Tennessee, and Florida, all for 2023, currently listed on here. Ignore this one. This one has to go away. Oops. So you can see them all here. So you got all weekend. You've got your no class pass. Please read through the no class passes for 2023. They did change. The no class pass is only allowing you into the vendor halls in 2023. They will not allow you into the D-Stash Bash Room or any of the exhibits. So just something to keep in mind. It did change to make it even for those who are coming on the one-day pass, which does include classes. So check out that. For VIP, we still do have VIP tickets available, it looks like, in all 3 shows, which is shocking. So if you need a VIP, you can grab that. The VIP Plus is sold out for all 3 shows. So just keep that in mind. We did increase the VIP for 2023 for Florida, but for Texas and Tennessee, that still stands the same. So, yep, you can go in here. You can click it. Here's Texas. And VIP is really fun. You can scroll down here and see the description on the different ticket types and what each one kind of includes. You still get the half off parking and a welcome bag and access to the vendor shopping. So yeah, that's a great question. Thank you, Brittany. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it. Oops. No, it does. No Class Pass does not allow you access to the lounge anymore. It is only for shopping. So if you want to come hang out in the lounge, do D-Stash Bash, or anything like that, you will need to get a 1-day pass instead. Great question as well. All right. So one thing I wanted to ask, because I thought it would be fun to know, because I'm always curious. So for those who came to Florida 2022 SME, what was y'all's favorite part? I got these videos. Tony, our videographer, did these testimonials, and I like cried watching them. So I have to attempt to finish getting it on YouTube and not cry through it. But I'm always curious, like what was everybody's favorite part? What was something that you really love that you want to make sure that comes back, or what did you just enjoy about it, so we can make sure we're continuously doing the right things. Don't ever get rid of anything y'all like. Speaking of videography and photography, the videography, so we got that recap video up. There is a really funny video from the 80s party, as well as one from our vendor teacher staff volunteer appreciation party. I don't know what you want to call it, but there's 2 more videos coming up, and then there's a testimonial one. So those are definitely coming out here as well. Dina said the ducky mold, but it's her husband, Austin, typing it. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. Hope y'all are having fun down in Tampa. If y'all are going to be anywhere in Tampa area or South Florida area this weekend, you should head over to the Holiday Cosplay Tampa Bay show and check that out. I'm going to go on Sunday, and I'll be there. So if you see me, come say hi. And then Dina and her husband has, he's a booth there. I don't remember their booth number. I know she posted it on our event that we posted for it. Melanie's favorite part was seeing everyone. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah. That's seeing everybody is a great part, because it's like, it's all your virtual friends or people who you only get to see once in a blue moon. I loved absolutely everything. Aw, I'm glad you had fun. Kat, why are you saying, oh no? Don't say, oh no. Alex says, I have to pick something. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to pick anything. Kathy, I'm glad you made the chat too. Welcome. Oh, here's Dina's booth number if y'all want to find her husband and his booth out there. 204 to 206. All right. Nobody else likes me. Just kidding. All right. So yeah. So I know there's a little delay here too. The 80s party video. Oh yeah, buddy, just you wait. That was a good one. That one actually made me laugh a lot. It was good. That one was good. I think doing a theme like that was really really interesting. We actually are doing another themed party for Texas. The themed party for Texas is going to be a sew-down, like a hoedown, but a sew-down. And that one's going to be sponsored by Salty Sews. Debbie and Sarah are going to host that one. So if you came to the 80s party and you had a blast, they sponsored that. They put on all that. They had those fun class kits. They kind of help coordinate and do all the, the theme and get all that fun stuff going. I'm sorry. I just saw Brittany's comment. Will there be sloppy sews there? You never know, Brittany. You never know. But yes, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Brittany. Then we're going to have a sew-down, and that's going to be our party. I believe we're going to do it on Saturday night as well. And later in the evening. Whoop, there goes my dog again. And that will be, I believe we're going to do around 8:30 at night. So that way any nighttime classes can wrap up and everybody can still join us as well. The class assistants this year, that was truly a help. Yeah, the class assistants were amazing. They all volunteered on their own time to help those teachers. And I will say, Alex is actually working on building us a form. So if you're interested in being a classroom assistant and helping teachers out, say you don't get into a class, you really want to help out, or you've made the pattern before, but you still want to participate in some manner, it's a lot of fun. Alex is going to go put together a form and put that up on the Facebook group, so y'all can go and fill it out. And what we're going to do is we're going to give that off to our teachers, and the teachers will then know if there's somebody in the right skill set that they can choose to help them come in and take this class. And it should be really fun, really easy for both y'all and the teachers to use and navigate with. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. Melanie's favorite part was Hulk Hogan. I know, I can't believe Hulk Hogan made an appearance at So Magical. It was mind blowing. Just like Vanilla Ice showing up. Although that wasn't Lily dressed as Vanilla Ice. Kathy said, I enjoyed everything I was able to get to at Orlando, and I'm excited for Nashville. Wish I could make Texas. Yeah. Nashville's going to be just as fun. Again, same situation. I've already seen the teacher applicants come in. All those approvals will be going out this month as well in early January. So I already know the classes for Tennessee are going to be amazing. And the vendor lineup, that there's vendors already listed on the website, so y'all can check out the current ones already signed up, but there's already been quite a few more that are ready to come and join us as well. Yeah, poor Debbie. There's so much that happened in that 80s party, like over throughout that whole night. I can't. There was a lot of laughing. Oh, I'm definitely getting you back on your live, Brittany. Don't you worry. I agree with Alex. I love the VIP bags and all the vendors. Videographers were incredibly kind. Oh, I'm glad my videographers were kind. They're dorks for sure. We love them though. And yes, on That's So Nova's YouTube channel, they had a really good video of all that was in their welcome bag. There was a couple really good YouTube videos. I just remember Nova's off the top of my head. And if you want to see a bunch of YouTube videos from people's lives during the event, their recaps, or like what their goodies they got both in their bags and from the vendor hall, there is at the top of the Facebook group, it's tagged in the announcements. There is a Google sheet that has all the people who have come up with videos. So there's a really great list. There's quite a few of them this year. And I highly suggest going and checking those out, making sure you subscribe and like those videos, because if they came to So Magical, their YouTube channels, I'm sure you're going to love as well. Yes, Roberta, you should come be an assistant. You would be fantastic. Like, come hang out in the industrial room now that you've sewn on the industrials at Sunny. Oh, hi, Connie. Welcome. Yeah, Hulk Hogan was awesome. Oh, yes, Alex is right. The vendor images are clickable. So when you click on the vendors' logos, the little announcements that are on there, it actually will take you to their website. So that's a really great way to kind of scope out some goodies that you want to get from these vendors, maybe ahead of time. Maybe if you can't make the event and you still want to support small businesses, that's a great way to do it. Yeah, if y'all want to help out in class, highly suggest whenever that form drops, keep an eye out for it. It'll be tagged up into the announcements as well, so it'll be easy to find. And please fill that out, because it's a huge help to our teachers, but also it's just a really fun way for you to interact and be a part of So Magical in a different way. Hello. I don't know who's saying hello, friends, but hello. If someone wants to come help work the event, aka Donna, how does that work? You want to work the event like you want to volunteer to help outside of the classroom? If that's the case, we do have a volunteer form up on the website. I lost my screen. Hold on. I'll show you. There is at the very top of the website, there's a button that's called Get Involved, and this covers a lot of areas. If you want to be a teacher, a vendor, a sponsor, you want to volunteer, this is where I suggest doing that if you want to come work the event. And then we've got the fashion show, of course. But you just come down here and you fill out this information. It sends us an email. And then about a week to 2 weeks prior to the event, we send out whether or not we have selected you, depending on, what our needs are for that show. If there are any requirements involved, some things we do need help that are a little bit more physical. If you're in D-Stash Bathroom, it does involve kind of walking around a little bit and putting stuff in the different places. But guess what? If you work that, you get to see all the goodies as it comes in. So there's different things like that. And we'll send out an email with kind of instructions and what you get for being a volunteer. Our volunteers do get a discount on an item in our swag booth, the SMAS swag booth, as well as a slight reimbursement to their ticket, equating to a no class pass. So we do incentivize or let me rephrase it. We do thank our volunteers for coming out and helping us by doing that. Yes, I know, Alex, you're waiting on me. I'm hurrying. All right, so that is that. So if y'all don't know, we do have the next event that is currently announced for 2023 after Texas, So Magical Expo, is SMAS, So Magical at Sea. That one for May is sold out, but we are getting it wrapped up on what classes look like. We're going to drop all that information towards the end of January timeframe, and different itineraries and things like that. Really great facts and question documents and things that'll help you, because I do think like over half the individuals coming on that first cruise are first time cruisers. So I'm very excited that you are getting on that ship for the first time with us. It's going to be great. And yes, it will be the welcome aboard party is going to be Star Wars themed, because I can't not have a good Star Wars theme. And yeah, May the 4th. How can you not? So that'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. And then the next event after that is officially announced. I'm saying that for a reason, y'all, because there's some things in work that I just can't share. And the exact dates aren't, like ready to spill the beans on just yet. But there's some really good stuff in work. We're partnering with a couple different companies to bring y'all some things that will keep you entertained in between different So Magicals in the cruises. Let's just say that. So the next official announced event that we have coming up in 2023 is Tennessee So Magical Expo, which will be June 30th through July 2nd. That's at Gaylord Opryland in Tennessee, in Nashville, Tennessee. I will caveat this. Anybody coming to that, if you felt like you walked a lot in Tennessee, or in Florida, and you have any sort of need, I'm trying to say this in the right way. If you need any sort of assistance in walking more than a short distance, highly suggest that you rent an ECV. Gaylord Opryland is the largest of all of the Gaylords. It's probably about, I would say, conservatively 5 times the size of Gaylord Palms. And there's no guarantee that everybody's rooms will be in the section that is closest to the convention area. We are in the convention area at Opryland. It's big. It's big. And our rooms are all on the same floor. There is a ramp. There's like a little step down, a step up between these areas, but they are all pretty close to each other. They're all on the same floor. However, to get to these areas, it is quite a bit of a walk depending on where your room is. It's an extremely large hotel. It used to have a theme park in it. This one section has a river with a boat ride that you can take the boat ride around and learn about the history of Opryland. Highly suggest doing that, by the way. It is a small fee. I don't remember what the cost was, but me and Luke went on it one time when we were there. Loved it. I learned a lot about the hotel. Actually learned the same stories from my sales rep when they were walking me around. So I was like, oh, did you take the boat ride too? And so there's a ton of food options. I'll find out for sure if anything that's quick foods will be under renovation. So that whole situation with Gaylord Palms, where all the quick service food or the snacks and the options like that were closed. It was a situation where they were under renovation. There you go. So again, Opryland's very, very big. I'm caveating that now as much as I humanly can. I got a couple comments. I'm excited for you that this is now your full-time life. I love it. I'm almost to my full-time life. I promise. I have gone part-time in my big girl job until January, and then early January I will be leaving that company after it will be exactly a decade that I had been there as a full-time employee. I interned there too during college, but I will be officially leaving there and doing So Magical full time. The umbrella will be So Magical events. And because we have more than just the expos now, we have the cruise and then these other fun things in work as well. So I will be doing So Magical full time in January. I'm very excited. It's been a dream come true being able to do all this and to be a part of this community that we have and just be a part of seeing all of it grow. I really couldn't have done any of it without all of y'all who come on to these lives or who come to the shows, who are in our Patreon, who just like support us and come teach and I can't. I'm gonna be blabbery now, but y'all get the point. I feel very blessed and very lucky to have been a part of all this and to make this the prime thing that I'm working on. So I should be able to answer y'all's emails a little bit faster now and get things going now that this is the only thing I'm doing during the day and not multiple. So although I do have a kid, I do have to feed him as well. So I can't answer y'all 24/7, I promise. That sounds awesome because it feels like, oh yes. Yeah, Kathy says that's awesome because it feels like forever in between each event. So having some things to do and the downtimes will help a lot. Yeah, that was our goal. That was something that we heard a lot was like, one SME a year. Well, then we added 2 other ones. So our goal was for year 5, which is 2023, that we're going to have 3 expos and 2 cruises. But I felt like, that wasn't enough and we had to add more. So we'll keep you all entertained throughout the year and give you all lots of fun sewing and crafting events to do. More eggs to catch on Pokemon. Brittany, that's a great way to look at the amount of walking to hatch on Pokemon. Yes. Yeah. And all the Gaylords I've heard had pretty good Pokestops. Yeah, it's huge, Melanie. I highly suggest I think I put on the Tennessee information a map. Yeah, I did. Hold on. Let me show you all this because and I'll tell y'all what the difference is between Florida and okay, so this is on if you go under the Tennessee section here, you go to Tennessee information right there. If you scroll down, these are the maps. You can also click here and you can pull up the PDF versions of these maps and information on parking, the hotel, like all these different things. So I believe, is it this section or this section? I can't remember, or it's the 2 together. I can't remember. I think it might only be this front section is the size of Gaylord Palms. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 sections of the hotel. So these are each have their own atrium, just like Palms does, just like Texan does, and a couple of the other Gaylords. And then the convention center is back here. So if you get put here up in Cascades, which I stayed up here when I went 2 separate times, we got the up in Cascades both times somehow. And to walk to the convention center, there's shortcuts. There's like little dotted paths that take you there. But it's still quite a bit of a walk. I would say going in the Garden Conservatory is probably the longest walk because you definitely have to go around either way. I think they said, I think it was Magnolia Rooms. No, Ryman Rooms. I can't remember. There was one section that was supposed to be the closest. I think it was this section right here. But when you look at the rooms, it just says room in the house, and they don't have the ability to kind of narrow it down for our event to just one section until we get closer. I have put in the request to put as many people as close as possible, but we don't always get what we want. And as of right now, we are down here in this Ryman section down here. So we got a good section down in the convention center. So yeah, it's big. I just read a comment about why dino nuggets don't take that long to cook. That's true, they don't, but my child's picky, really likes them in the oven and not in the microwave. So the coffee was closed. Oh no. Yeah, it was closed. It was sad. We put it in our survey, don't worry. I ask y'all to fill out surveys. We also fill out the surveys for Gaylord based off of the feedback y'all give me in your surveys. We pass that on to Gaylord. I also talk to my event managers and my sales reps directly, and my room reps. We have a lot of reps at each Gaylord, but I've gave all that feedback to them so that they were aware. And I kind of already poked my Texan and Opryland reps to be like, please let me know ahead of time. Yeah, I gotta kind of feed him, unfortunately. So yeah, he's a grown boy. He's got to eat. Okay, so then after Tennis SME, we've got our annual Florida SME. This coming year, it's going to be in September. Those tickets are on sale. Those vendor and teacher applications are open. Teacher apps stay open until, let me tell y'all real quick. Teacher apps, I did not put a due date. Look at that. They're probably going to be open until end of January timeframe or to like mid-February. So if you're wanting to teach or you're interested, go ahead and fill that out. So that way, when those apps closed and we start looking through them, we know who's interested and we can figure out if you're going to be a right fit for SME. But yeah, Florida's open as well. Still, we'll be at Gaylord Palms. The exact location of our rooms are currently under work. We had a certain section, but based off of this last year, we already gave them some feedback and we're pushing for something unique and different for next year, potentially. So we'll see how that goes. Brittany, you need to apply to teach. You should apply to teach. You're only teaching at Texas and Tennessee right now. Also, same Alex. Yes, you should as well. Everybody come teach. Kristen, they really would have made a lot of money off that coffee stop. And I even told them that. And I think I had mentioned it prior to the event saying, oh, this is going to be open, right? And apparently there was a miscommunication. I was told that it was going to be open. And it turns out that they didn't staff it, which is silly because we weren't the only event over there. So again, not every location's perfect. But Gaylord does listen to us and they do try to incorporate that feedback and make sure that those types of issues don't happen again in the future. So we always learn and grow, don't we? All right. So yeah, so we got Florida, Tennessee, Texas, and what else do we got? Oh, and then we have our second cruise available. And this one's going to be open. It's already open. Let me rephrase it. This one's going to be a 5-night cruise, not a 4-night cruise. This one is still available. So what you'll do is you'll go onto the website and you'll book the SMAS pass first. And then once you do that, then you would secure your cabin. Because once the SMAS passes run out, we will not allocate any more cabins out, if that makes sense. So that's how you kind of secure that spot, because we're limited on how many people we can have attend the event. And that's really where our limitations are. So this one is going to go to Cozumel, Mexico, which we have some really fun things planned if you want to hang out with our group, or if not, then you can go explore the location, or you can stay on the cruise ship. And then we also have the perfect day at Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island. That's like Mac Daddy. That thing, I haven't even been there yet, but I'm very excited to go. and it's huge. It's got so much stuff on it. But that one will have 2 days at sea, which means 2 full days of sewing classes. And for that ship, we will for sure have both sergers and sewing machines available for you, which means you don't have, on our cruises, you don't have to bring your machines. You bring nothing. We provide literally everything for you except for your clothes and toiletries and things like that. You have to bring those things. But it's a lot of fun. We are solidifying teachers still. I do know for a fact that Salty Sews will be our primary clothing-based teacher, and Lauren Mormino will be one of our other teachers teaching bag making class. But we have a couple more other things that we're working on solidifying. So additional teachers and information will be announced later on. But I would highly suggest grabbing that. We did increase the number of spots for our second cruise compared to our first one, based off of how the feedback we got on the first one. So we did open up a lot more spots, hence the reason why it has not sold out yet. We increased it. So lots more opportunities for folks to come and hang out with us. Jamie, there is actually going to be a post dropping in 20 minutes. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but I will pop that up one more time so you can see it for those who are just now coming on. Pop, pop. There you go. So if you look here, you can see when those classes are going to be opening up. So all the information will be coming out next week, and then the following week we will have the signups opening. Yeah, it's a tough balance between wanting to teach and wanting to take the classes. So, you know, it's a balance. You got to figure out what you want to do. You want to come and have fun. Although I feel like our teachers have fun. I don't know. Teachers on here, y'all can say yay, nay. You're welcome, Jamie. Yeah, so there's going to be a post dropping on that here in the next, I think I have it scheduled for 8 o'clock to drop. So that'll come out. So that's our So Magical at Sea for December. And then I even wrote fun things in work. More to be revealed in the next month or so. So maybe I'll do a giveaway if y'all can guess exactly what we're doing. I think we're also going to come up with some sort of sheet that is like, you know, class ideas, you know. I think we've had posts in the past, but having some sort of forms out there was Alex's idea of popping that up and y'all filling that out and having us have a big old repository. And I think locations would be fun too, because I gauge this once every, I would say 6 months or so, and get new like updates on, do people still really want us to go to certain places? And I mean, the answer is still yes on most of them. And yeah, it's Alex, I'm not allowed to enter. No, because you know what all the things are. Yeah, if you already know, you can't enter. Any chance for SME retreats? That's a great question. That's all I'll say. I have my face reads on everything. Speaking of giveaways, another thing I've got to work on. I kept saying after SME Florida, I was going to do the 6K giveaway. Well, guess what? We already hit 7K somehow. So I need to do like a double feature type giveaway. And I know that I think Soulful Therapy just hit 5K. Somebody else is getting ready to hit 1K in their group. There's a couple like big Facebook milestone events going on here shortly. So I don't want to impede on the same time as they are doing theirs. So I'm trying to schedule when to do this. I think we're going to do VIP pass of your choice for 2023. And then I don't know. I want to do something fun and I want to do something different. Maybe a VIP plus potentially, since we're sold out of those. I don't know. What are y'all's thoughts? There's I have a lot of options. We also have a lot of swag getting ready to drop. We're working on getting that out. So it would be all of our apparel, as well as there's quite a bit of new fabric designs coming in. We have Texas specific fabric. We have cruise specific fabric. Some of it's very SME related and some of it is not at all. And we've got fabric, we've got webbing. We now have webbing. Both the webbing that Ait Said had created for us and was selling on their booth. We took their remaining inventory from them. And so we'll be using that for class kits, but we also came up with some other webbing. It's very thin and lightweight. It's not like really sturdy and think like lanyard weight. So I would highly suggest like backing it if you're going to use it for any sort of strap or, you know, fob or anything like that. I would highly suggest backing it. Oh, the post just dropped. Okay, maybe I had it for 7:45. Thanks, Alex. Duckies. We have technically 3 new colors, but one is not going to go to the public. One is reserved for our staff and vendor teachers only. I don't think most people are going to want that one anyway, but the 2 new colors of Duckies just hit the dock. And I'm hoping they will be in my possession before we do retail drop. But we have fluorescent green and fluorescent pink coming out per the, we had a Patreon voting on what new colors we should do for Duckies. And those were like astounding. I didn't even give them options. They just kind of said, we really want these really bright colors. Yeah, Brittany, it's fluorescent orange is the special one that we're not giving out to the public. Yeah, that's why I said I don't think anybody's gonna want it, but you know, we'll have it for like a fun thing for anybody who works with us. I need joggers in all the colors. Yes, for joggers, I'm actually wearing. I was wearing leggings earlier. Okay, so these are slate gray. I got a lot of different colors and we were trying them out, but I don't know if anybody saw my Instagram post I made like a week ago, maybe. But we're gonna do mauve joggers and these shirts. So it's like a matching set. They're so stinking cute. And I'm not a pink person. The folks on here from the YouTube land right now can tell you that. I'm not a pink person, but the mauve is really pretty. It's like, oh, I wish I had brought one in here, which I did not. I don't have one in here, but we've got mauve color coming in and we have a dark gray jogger, and those are going to be really pretty. One other thing that we have, I do have one sitting here because I've been wearing it religiously, is this hoodie, which I love this coloring. Again, you know, love pink, right? It's got orange in it too, right here, this one. So if anybody can guess, I ordered this. What does this look like? And I feel like some of y'all might recognize the style of this. You might have it in your closet. I ordered this and fell in love with it as a sample. But then I realized what it looked like. And I said, oh, shoot. Let me go make sure this other person isn't going to have an issue. It's a different colorway. It's not the same one they have. It's a different colorway. But I said, hey, I really like this. Can I do it? And they said they didn't really care. So can anybody tell what it's similar to? Ooh, this one's really soft too. So it does look like, yeah, it's just like Lauren's. Lauren has a design on one that she had done. And I asked her, I was like, can I run stuff on this? And she said, go for it. So we'll have a limited supply of these as well. They're very, very comfy. So if you have Lauren's, you already know it's comfy. Yes. Yes. Super soft. Yes. The cat one. I think it's the I'm So Busy design, right? I think it's that one. But we have that and we have the mauve and then the dark gray. And we're not getting any new different color spirit jerseys yet. They haven't come out with any new ones. And I think I have all of them that are already in existence. Is it not today, Bob and Jamie? See, I can't remember. I think it's the cat one. Yeah, but that's definitely, so I asked Lauren and she said she was fine with it. Yeah, I'd love to, but I'm so busy. Thank you, Alex. I was like, I couldn't remember the exact saying. Thank you. Yes, the black joggers. Oh my gosh. I love the joggers. They're so comfy. I now have one in almost every color they make. They don't have any like They don't have purple ones or teal ones. They don't have any vibrant colored ones. The mauve is probably the most colorful one they have. So, I don't know. But those are different things that we have lining up that I can talk about for right now. The other ones are still in work. If anybody saw, we do have Big Mama Laser has arrived and has been located into the house. We've got the final components of what needs to get done to set her up. And we've got some blanks en route. We have a couple in-house that we're going to play with. So once she gets up and running, we'll have some really fun other swag things that are going to be coming up as well. But more to come on those later. Duckies. Yes, VIP Plus is a fabulous price, Kristen. I know. Yeah, because I feel like they sell out typically before they come out of the Patreon sales. They are stinking soft. Ooh, they got a lavender one. Can we order ahead of SME Texas? Yeah, the plan is to reopen the swag shop before SME Texas with enough time for things to ship out. We're playing with whether or not I want to open it up before Christmas. However, I feel like with the timing of everything and with class signups, I don't want people to feel like they can't do both. I don't know how else to explain it, but we'll probably push it to the beginning of January. Only downside is I'm on like 2 trips in January for SME to get some things solidified for y'all for next year. So Miss Becky's going to learn how to, I mean, she already knows how to do all the packaging and everything, but we're going to get her up and running here at SME to be able to do y'all's orders whenever I'm not here. Ooh, yeah, send me the link, Alex. Yeah. What's in there? I was like, I have the lavender shirt sitting over there, but I think it's one of Lauren's shirts. So swag. I can't think of what else we have. We have a slew of things. Webbing. I don't know. There's more things, more really fun things in work. I'm excited, but I don't like talking about things until like they're ready. Love that the Spirit jersey is Florida friendly. Yeah, I mean, I wanted some things that were like a little heavier. I feel like Lauren's fleece, I wear that here, the one I have from her, and I wear that color that I just showed y'all. I wear that here, but I don't wear like a shirt underneath it, and I'm fine. But I've worn that up north, and it was like, I don't know, 40 degrees. And I know for all y'all that are up north or in the snow right now saying that's nothing. I know, but that's a lot for those who are born and raised here in this very humid, hot weather. I just wore a t-shirt under it, and I think it was still pretty warm. But the Spirit jerseys are Florida Spirit jerseys, not Disney Spirit jerseys. Yes, the Ma pants. And I want to come lead a belly dance for sewist makers class. It'll be fun stretching movement class. Oh, I need to know who posted that because it's coming up as Facebook user. Some of y'all are coming up as Facebook user. I don't know who's talking, and I need to know. I'll look at the Facebook comments afterwards. I would say message me, but honestly, please don't Facebook message me. It's not because I don't love talking to y'all. It's just because I get so many of them that I can't keep up. So email us at support@sewmagicalexpo.com, and we'll try to get back to you as quickly as possible. Right now, our turnaround time on emails is about 7 days. If I'm being really honest, it's about a week to get back. And that's not business days. That's just like one full week. So we're trying to keep up with the demand of messages and things like that. So just if y'all are curious about that. Yeah, oh yeah, I even had a note, talk about swag shop reopening. Yes. So we're toying with when to open that up and everything, but those are some of the things that we're working on. But I do have other styles of shirts and we were trying to find a good tank top. Our problem with tank tops is how the material is and also being as body inclusive as possible. So that hasn't been the easiest to find. We found a couple really cute options, but they just didn't have the size range we wanted. Or when we did tests with how we do our shirts, it didn't come out the way we wanted either. So we're still working through tank tops. I think we got a little bit of time, but we're working through it as well. Oh, thanks, Nova. Appreciate it. We're trying. We're trying over here. All right. So, quick note. This was from Florida, but it's still true for Texas and Tennessee. And I know we'll get this question a bunch, but and then I'm going to show y'all something else. But parking is half off at every single one of our So Magical Expos. Things like the cruises and the other things we have in work, those might differ just a tad, but just so y'all are aware, parking's always half off. But if you're curious about these types of things, I would love for y'all to check out these really cool facts and question pages that have been added to the website now. Thank you, Alex, for getting these updated and pushed out. They look wonderful. So there's a slew of questions on here that are most commonly asked questions that we get. So you can even come on here and there's really great clickable links. You can check out through all that. It even links to some of our YouTube videos, vendors. There's a ton of information. This is the general one up here in the FAQ. But if you go to each one of our SMEs, you will see a FAQ as well. So you can go through and click through all these. And there's some event specific ones, we're the check-in desk. We don't have that exact information yet, but guess what? It's going to come out in January. Where do I park? And here's a great description for Texas on where you're going to park for that event. Things about the schedules, all sorts of fun stuff. So there's one for Tennessee, and then there's one for Florida as well. So as information comes out, it becomes more available. You can go through all these FAQ pages and read through them. So I highly suggest before you post in the group or send us an email, peruse through that first, because 9 times out of 10, the answer should be there. If it's a question specifically about your account or an order or something, that's when you want to really engage with our team. But other than that, try to hit there first. The team's been doing a great job on making sure that we get you some pertinent information as easily accessible as possible. Yes, and Alex is working on the cruise FAQ as well. It's in works. That one's a little different since that one's like the first time we're doing it, so it's got a lot more information in it. And there's like going to a show is one thing, but going not only to your first time sewing crafting cruise, but also first time cruiser, it is a lot of information, right? You're getting on a ship that departs from the land. It makes things a little different. So it's a lot more information, a little bit more strenuous work there to get all that data up. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take an intermission from talking about SME stuff. I'm going to ask y'all, what are you currently working on? Well, I guess while we're doing that, the only thing I wanted to mention for any of my Patreon folks on tonight, we're going to have our next Patreon. We're not going to have it on our normal week in the month. We're going to, due to the holidays and everything, we're going to do it on Tuesday, the 20th, at our normal 7:30 p.m. time. So actually, I might have to change that now that I'm thinking about it. No, y'all will be fine. Nobody's going to sign up. Yeah, it'll be great. If you're signing up for Texas, then you come on afterwards and you can complain to me in person on Patreon if you got your classes or not. That'll be great. Let's see. Oh, who is this? Who's commenting? Who's working on Dapper Day outfits right now? Let me guess. Okay, hold on. There's a couple people I know are coming. It's Fran, Asloda, Belinda. I don't know. I'm trying to guess through who's on it. Terry Joe, Jessica. I don't know, whoever it is. But if you're going to Boogie Dapper Day, I'm going to be there on Saturday. I will only be going on Saturday this year because of the overlap with Holiday Cosplay Tampa Bay that I'm going to on Sunday. So trying to hit everything this weekend. Christmas gifts and laundry. I know. I mean, are you? It's a weird mix. I feel like one's so happy and festive, and one's just like, ugh, laundry. Alex just told me what they're working on. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks. I'm working on embroidering Akotar wings to a jacket. I don't know what Akotar is. I'm gonna have to look that up afterwards. Is it a fandom-based item? I don't know that one off the top of my head. Christmas presents, of course. I feel like Christmas presents is gonna be a very big trend right now. Mm-hmm. With my sweet treats tote queued up after that. That tote is so stinking cute. I love it. Ha! It was Terry Joe. It was on my list. Like, who could it be? There's a bunch of folks. I'm so excited to see your Dapper Day outfit in person tomorrow. It's gonna be so much fun. I made a dress on the last Patreon Zoom call because that's like the only time I feel like I can actually sew something. So I measured myself, cut out a new pattern, cut the fabric out, and made it all in the Patreon Zoom. That's how long that Zoom call lasts. Ooh, a Christmas wreath. The one with More Me Know. That's such a cute pattern too. There's so many cute patterns. What days are they? What days are what? If it's Dapper Day is Saturday, it's at Hollywood Studio. And then Sunday, it's at Animal Kingdom, which I'm bummed I'm missing the Animal Kingdom one because I was very excited that they were going to be there this year. But I did not get my dress done in time. And again, conflicts. Let's see. I just got carpal tunnel. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So I can't cut fabric. Hopefully we'll sew my cousin a Finlay phone wallet before. That's awesome. I'm sorry to hear about your surgery though. I have so much laundry because of all the sewing. Thank you. I would have looked it up and been like, oh, I know what those are. I know the books. Okay, good to know. I didn't know it had its own acronym though. Oh, see that everybody's saying, come on, Kayla, what the heck are you doing? Yeah, I learned something new. And that makes me happy. Dapper Days. Whoop, whoop. There's a lot. There's quite a few holiday-based conventions here in Florida going on. We've got the one in Tampa Bay this weekend, and the next day we have Holiday Matsuri. I'll be at that one all day Sunday, and I think later evening Saturday because again, overlaps and things. For the first time ever, I'm taking a class at Sewing Studio. I've been wanting to do a corset based class for a while, and they brought it back and they made it to where it wasn't on a weekday. I mean, technically it's Friday and Saturday, but so whenever that ends on Saturday, I'll try to mosey myself over to Hallmat and go there. Working on belly dance and aerial costumes for Holiday Spectacular. Wow, that's super cool. Costumes like that are so fitted always like freak me out. I feel like that just takes skill to be able to. I mean, everything everybody's talking about sewing takes skill to make, but it's just one skill I don't have. I'm loving it. I'm loving that everybody's still sewing and some people are still sewing for themselves. All right. I'll pop that up. And then, I mean, I don't have much else to talk about tonight. We're going to try to resume doing vendor teacher spotlights again, leading up to Tex ME. And so you won't have to hear just me talking on the lives. You get to meet some really cool vendors and teachers as well. So Oh, Brittany's at an event this weekend. What? That's awesome. Oh, that's what you were doing all the batch sewing for. That's right. Which, by the way, if y'all don't know, we have been sponsoring lives that Lauren's been doing, which she's been doing Sew Together lives. And what that is she's been taking different YouTubers, currently YouTubers. I don't know if she's going to branch out from that or not, but YouTube bag makers, and doing a live with them where they're sewing together on the same project. And it's really fun because they're answering questions while they're on there, and they're just hanging out, and they're a couple hours. But so Alex did the first one with Brittany, right? And then the next one was with Rosie from Sew Stitch and Cold. Alex's channel, I'm gonna say it wrong. It's Sublime Miscellany. I can never say that second word right, so I apologize. And then the one from this past week, so they're every Tuesday. The one from this past week was a sew together, but it was a challenge sew. So Brittany and Lauren both had 10 Devons cut out to see who could sew fastest, sew faster than the other, who could get them done first. There you go. And yeah, it was hilarious. There were challenges thrown their way. I was crying laughing watching it. But it was very entertaining. So, and Alex moderated that last one, which I loved it. And it's really nice because Tuesdays are a weird day for me in the office. And to have them on and just have that laughter and to see people working, I'm big on body doubling. It'll be great. So when Brittany's going to go on her live here shortly on her channel, I will be there so we can knock out some Texas stuff for y'all. It was great. And you can go rewatch all of these. They stream, and this is how we're sponsoring it. We're sponsoring the streaming of it. And you can go watch all of these on all the channels of each participant who are on them. So not just Lauren's channel. You can go to Alex, Brittany's, and Rosie's channels, and you can go and watch them from there, which is really cool. Yeah, I said everybody's. So I'm curious to see who's going to be on next. I don't find out until like the day before. I'm like, all right, I'll be there. I'll be watching. And then y'all should help me because I try to come up with philosophical based questions, but I'm running out. I feel like there's pressure on me now to answer or ask these like deep questions. I think one of them was like, if there was one bag pattern that matched your personality, what would it be? I don't know. I think that the personality ones are, I've asked a bunch. I think what kind of fabric matches your inner personality or something. That was funny. Favorite color we always got to go with. But I feel like it's purple and pink every time. Y'all need to get better colors. Kidding. All right. No questions for me? None tonight? I don't think we have really any newbies on here. Speaking of newbies, Anna, one of our other team members, is going to be working on, and so you'll see a post here about it here shortly. Anna's going to be working on an interview process where we're going to come up with an article that is SME veterans advice for newbies. So to help navigate and give some advice to folks who are coming on for the first time, and to pick our SME veterans' brains, from a first year SMEer to somebody who's been around since the beginning with us. And so keep an eye on a post for that if you want to volunteer to get interviewed and answer some questions. I think it's gonna be really fun and just a different way of getting information, right? Not from me, but from folks who've been coming. Because every now and then I pop on here and I say, all right, anybody got advice for newbies? And there's always some really good ones that I don't even think of. So fun stuff like that's coming out. And gosh, I can't even think of what else. All right, anything I'm missing? Yeah. Oh, Lillian's like, sign me up. I'll interview. Lillian's is one of the folks who's been with us since year one. Since year one, Lillian. Oh my gosh. Alex says in big bold letters, don't overbook yourself. That is the biggest advice I think everybody should take away is don't worry if you don't get a class that you wanted, and don't overbook yourself because the classes are really popular. We often bring them back or we bring them to other events just because of that, or a similar type class, if that makes sense. So like the can organizer was a hit. And I think several people thought it wasn't going to be, and it became a hit. So we brought it back. The peekaboo is coming back this for Texas, but Lauren's not teaching it. Susie from Sew Stitch and Cold, not Susie, sorry, Rosie from Sew Stitch and Cold is going to be teaching it. And I believe Lauren will probably be in that class co-teaching it as well. But we've definitely brought back classes again that we knew were popular that people would want to take again. So don't worry. I overbooked this year. I learned the hard way. Didn't even have to shop. Yeah. And we tried even building gaps like lunch breaks and different things like that. But we can't keep our vendors in the halls until midnight, unfortunately. So it's a fun balance, but definitely, schedule your time on what is going to work for you and what you really care about doing. If you want a good mix of sewing or class time and vendor time, highly suggest don't take more than 1 to 2 classes per day. Really narrow it down. Yep. It's great advice, y'all. Thought I heard something. All right. I mean, we're not getting any questions, so I will go ahead and I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything that I was wanting to talk about. But I'll go ahead and drop off for the night. But if anybody's going to be at any of the events this weekend, I did put events up onto the Facebook page and group, so you can click you're going or say you're going, and then hopefully I see you there. If not, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and everybody go watch Brittany's live here shortly so we can go bug her and bring all this sloppy sewist energy to her. And then stay tuned on Texas stuff. There's a lot of things coming out, and I'm stoked about it. So I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye, y'all.